Carrie Miller wants to know if I milk my goats. All of my goats are uh, boy goats. So, no, I don't milk them. Uh, they are not they're not milk goats. They're not hair goats either. They're just pet goats. I don't know what people raise these goats for, to be honest with you. Whether they're actual sort of agricultural intent. It's not. I don't know if the females produce a lot of milk or not. I don't know if they're a milk breed. I don't know if they're a meat breed. But for us, they're just pets. Do not milk the boy goats. That's illegal. They're good at clearing brush. We bought the goats for clearing brush. That is why we bought them. You guys, if you don't know about goats, you'll probably be interested to learn that goats love to eat poison ivy. Goats are not susceptible to the oil in poison ivy that causes you to break out, and they think it tastes great. So if you put goats in an area with poison ivy, they often will eat it preferentially and will clear it out for you, which is fantastic. We have poison ivy all through our woods, and we had the idea that we would buy these goats, and they would go into the woods and they'd clear out the poison ivy for us. Fantastic. In fact, we had 2 goats one year, and these goats did that, and they were great. And as we were going into winter, we thought, well, there's nothing for the goats to eat now that the poison ivy is gone. And we thought, well, maybe we don't want to just keep these goats all winter in a pen. And so we actually sold them. So we had the goats for a summer. They cleared out the poison ivy. It was great. That was like several years ago. So, goats are amazing. Goats are wonderful. They're also a pain in the ass in their own way, but they're great. And so we were like, oh, let's get some more goats. But we had issues with the goats escaping. And so we thought, let's get some like bottle-fed goats so that they won't want to run away. They won't want to escape, right? And we did. We found somebody who was selling there's 2 bottle-fed goats. They had been raised together. They were buddies. We bought them. We brought them home. Got them all acclimated, and then put them out in the woods to eat the poison ivy. And they immediately escaped from the fence and tried to come over to the house because they're pet goats. They were bottle raised. They want to be with us. These other 2 goats that ran away, that we had to worry about them escaping because they weren't like acclimated to humans. Well, the upside of that is they were happy to just be in the woods all day eating the poison ivy. These goats, you put them in the woods, they're like, that's cool. If you hang out with them in the woods, they'll sit in the woods and eat poison ivy. That's not why I got goats. I didn't get goats because I want to hang out in the woods all day and watch the goats eat poison ivy. I want the goats to go to the woods and eat the poison ivy while I go in the house and I get shit done. Goats aren't okay with that. If the goats are out of their pen, they will come to my patio and they will sit on my patio furniture and just chill by the back door. And they will shit everywhere, all over my patio and patio furniture. I just look out my back door and there's just 3 goats sitting there. And they're like, hey, you coming out? I'm like, go to the woods and eat the poison ivy. And they're like, nah, we're good. So now I have 3 pet goats. And they do eat brush. They eat my hedges and the front of my house. They don't eat any of the useful brush that I bought them that I wanted them to clear out for me. They just eat the stuff planted around my house and sit on my patio and shit all over my furniture. So, no, I don't milk them. They're fine. I'm bitching. I'm bitching because that's what you do, but it makes a good story. No, they're fine. They're delightful. They're effing delightful. But they're also a pain in the ass.